Welcome back to the Catnip Podcast. My name is Grace, and today is Monday, November 8th. This is a podcast about knitting, books, making, and cats, but most importantly knitting, because that is what I love to do all day, every day. I have social medias. I have the show notes. I have yarn store information. All of that will be on my blog or down below if you are on YouTube. The yarn shop that I work at is called Pearly Girls. It is in Spring, Texas, and I will leave all the various social medias website information if you want to come and check us out. If you are local or visiting, we would love that. But if you want to check out our website and order something from us, that would also be wonderful, because the holidays are coming and better to start now with all the shipping issues that are going on and all that jazz. I have had a week off, and it was very nice, and we will talk about that in just a moment. So if you would like to grab something tasty to drink, something to snack upon, something to craft upon, an animal to snuggle, laundry to fold, you may be on your lunch break, maybe you are making dinner or a meal or something, maybe you're just doing nothing and enjoying the moment, whatever brings you joy, and you can come back and join me for some crafty chat. So, yes, I did in fact take last week off because I needed a break. Also, last Monday I had a horrible migraine, and I needed to record and edit in the same day, and I was just feeling overwhelmed, and it was not a good time, so I needed to take a little break, and I am fine now. Thankfully the migraine did not last very long, which was really wonderful, because sometimes those can hang around for a couple days, but thankfully it was all good in the end, and I just needed to take some time off. So I appreciate everybody's very kind messages asking if I was okay. That was very sweet of you. I do appreciate it. Everything is fine. There's just a lot going on, and I need to take some time for myself. And so consequently, we have so much knitting to talk about, and I am so excited. I really do like taking breaks. Here's a side note. Taking breaks, for me personally, in my experience, so taking breaks with recording in this podcast has been, specifically this year, because I did set that as one of my goals, to take more breaks, has been really amazing, because I get more done, because I have 2 weeks or whatever to do content creation, but I'm also enjoying my projects. But also usually by the time I'm ready to come back, or I've taken my break or whatever, the week has gone by and it's time to record again, I'm really excited to record, and that is the case today. I'm so excited to be here with you and to chat with you. I hope it is a good episode. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient, and let us discuss. We have a lot of things to discuss. Where do we begin? I also, one of the downsides though, is that I usually forget what I have actually shown you, and I can't remember if I've made progress on certain things. So there's one thing in particular that I'm going to show anyway. I honestly can't remember if we talked about it last time, but that's okay, because, you know, it's still in my lineup of projects to be worked on, so that's good and important. There's also progress on my diamond jumper that I don't remember how much progress I had shown you, so, because I have various progress keepers put random places that I don't remember if I moved them. Because that's a thing. But either way, like, I mean, there's still a ton of progress to show you, so it's all good. I have my mystery knit along. I have my Vertices Unite. I also have a brand new cast on, because I said I was going to do it because it was going to bring me joy, And I did. And it has been wonderful. I have knit like 2.5 rows. So it's like literally hardly anything to show you, but it's still a new project and still a fun and exciting thing that I'm very excited about, because it's an exciting thing and I'm excited. I just need to think of different words. I'm just so excited I can't think of different words to use, you know? The excitement is real. So where do we begin? Let's start with this one that I'm not sure if I've shared with you. I might have moved the Progress Keeper, honestly, because... Did I move the Progress Keeper? No. I could have worked on this last week. I honestly don't know. But this is my Pink Fizz by Andrea Mowry. This is a bottom-up sweater. This is kind of like a tunic-y sweater. It's got a high-low hem, and we have these lace panels on either side. And this lace is just utterly beautiful. Like, I just can't even. It looks so, so good. And I am very proud of myself. It's one of those things where I look at that and I'm like, wow, I've done quite a good job with that. And now we're starting with the mohair one, so the mohair goes everywhere, mainly up my nose. So I apologize, I won't be getting mohair out of my nose too long. But this is my Pink Fizz. I am using the Fiber Company Meadow, which is the gray, and it's called the Straw. It's called Straw, or that's the colorway name. What am I saying? And then I'm also using Farmer's Daughter's Fibers in the Mighty Mo colorway, or Mighty Mo base, and it's the Dumpling colorway, and that is creating this beautiful, slightly pink, mostly gray color that I'm just in love with so much. I am loving it. So I may have done this last week, I may have not, I don't know, but I did quite a bit. Quite a bit. Is that about an inch? Let's measure. It's almost an inch, just barely under an inch, which is great. So I am making progress. It's just slowly but surely, and also the mystery knit along was happening. You guys, I have done so well with saying no to test knits. I finished the Holiday Doodle Cowl, was my last test knit, and I don't have any on my needles, and I am like really like, part of me wants to have one, but also part of me, like, I will go so far as to look at the application for testing, and I will be like, no, don't do it. Don't say yes. Don't cave in. You don't want to. You don't want to. You can wait. You can wait till the pattern comes out. And I'm like, oh, but it's so cute. It's so cute. I think I need it. But do I need it right now? No, I don't. I don't need it before the end of the year. There have been some that have come across my feed that the deadlines are like in January and February, and so I feel a little bit better about thinking about those. There was one that I saw literally right before starting to record, and the testing call has not gone out for this particular sweater, and I had to be subscribed to the newsletter. So I did subscribe to this newsletter to see maybe what the information was and see what the deadline was, because if I think I already have yarn for it that could potentially work, and if it did, I would be so excited. Like, I can't even. So that's a possibility. But besides that, I have not taken on any more test knits. I have been very tempted, but I am just enjoying my knitting life. I am so excited. I'm very creatively inspired. I'm just like, I want to make all the things. I'm gonna make all the stash busting things, all the scrappy things. It's time to plan for advent calendars, which, man, I was planning on, dang it, I had this thought last week or like last Wednesday of like coming up with a list of advent or patterns that I am thinking about using for my advent calendars, and or just ones that would be good, because I know that like sometimes it's hard to find those, and sometimes it's hard to kind of like think outside the box a little bit. I know for a while I was trying to find things that were written specifically for mini skeins, which are wonderful, and there are so many of those out there, and they're like, especially around this time, people know that advent calendar season is coming up, and they're trying to get all those patterns out there so you can see them. I also will talk about my scarf. I did forget to talk about that. I do apologize. But I mean, there are so many other ones that are not specifically written for mini skeins that you can do that with. And like last year, the Dotted Rays by Stephen West is not written for mini skeins. But I made it work, and it was so much fun, and that thing brings me so much joy every time I look at it. I haven't gotten a ton of chances to wear it yet, but that time is coming, and I'm very excited. I just need to plan more outfits around that. I have been wearing so many of my sweaters though, and I am so excited. That also brings me joy. It's just been a lot of joy, which is great because things are stressful and we have to take joy in the little things, you know? Like, we've got to take the small wins. What was I talking about? Advent calendar patterns. And so I have thoughts, and I will try and remember that to do, or I will try and remember to do that for next week, of coming up with a list of things, because I do think it's just fun to see what people are interested in and what they're thinking about. So hopefully that would be helpful to you if you were doing one, or if you need some inspiration, or they're just fun patterns to look at. Like, they don't have to be advent calendar mini skeins. You can go stash diving and it's amazing. So I'm excited. I have some ideas rolling around in my head. I do have 2 advent calendars coming this year. I did. There was just, my mom and I got one back in June or July. And that one has been decided for a long time. And then another one popped up, and I was just like, I can't say no to this. This must be gotten. So I did. And I will share all my advent calendar information next week. Which ones am I getting, or I have gotten? I'm excited that they will be coming soon, because it's already the second week of November. But Thanksgiving will be here before we know it. What? Which also means we'll have a nice segue into my next project, but this is my pink fizz. We are loving this. There's no pressure to finish this anytime soon, but I am loving working on it, and it's just super fun. It's the lace is complicated, don't get me wrong, it is complicated, but it's also very satisfying, and it's surprisingly instant gratification. It grows quite quickly, and I don't know if that's just me or just my enjoyment of knitting this, but I just really love knitting this lace. It's just super fun. And like I said, it grows, and so I can see the pattern really quickly, and it's like, whoa, that's cool. That's cool. Because we've got a bunch of like slipped past the slip stitch, like over 3 stitches type thing, and so it creates this really cool like mock cable type thing. Don't mind me just geeking out about knitting stitch patterns over here, but I know I would not be the only one, but I just really like it. I really enjoy it. I can't wait to wear it. I just love it. Also, the time is coming because we're going to transition into my diamond sweater. My diamond sweater is getting very large because I did divide for my sleeves. I don't remember if I did that last time, but if I did and we talked about it, I do apologize. You'd think that I would be able to remember, but apparently I can't. I don't think I did. I honestly, maybe we can tell from my progress keepers. Where is this? Oh, I don't think I had. Or maybe I just barely had. Maybe I hadn't. I honestly don't know. Anyway, either way, if I had or I hadn't, I'm very close to being done with the body of this sweater. And I know it doesn't look like it's much longer under the sleeves, but let's keep in mind that this is a very, very long raglan measurement. So I'm excited. I do need to try this on again. I feel like, oh no, I must have divided for the sleeves last time because I remember talking about needing to try it on. I did try it on. I've tried it on at least 2 times since recording that. So good on me. I did do the hard work, even though it did take extra time and I didn't really want to do it. But I did find out that I am in love with it so much. I cannot even. It fits perfectly. And I could not be happier. And I'm so, so excited to be able to wear this. So the goal for this is to wear this at Thanksgiving. Not necessarily on Thanksgiving, but when Sam and I go to visit my parents for Thanksgiving, because they recently moved to Colorado this year. If you are new. So that's coming up. And I would really love to have it done before we have to leave, because then I can work on other things and I can plan travel projects, because that's a thing, and I'm just so excited, which is really great because sometimes, sorry, I keep meaning to talk about my scarf. See, I just get really excited about recording when I don't record for 2 weeks. And I'm just like, I have to talk about all the things and there's too much to talk about. It's like we're old friends catching up and there's just so much. And it's great. And I love that. What was I talking about? Oh, I remember. I'm glad I remembered. So most of the time, I have a really hard time making decisions, very like inconsequential decisions. They just really stress me out. I'm an Enneagram 9. I really don't like making decisions, big or little. They just really stress me out and I just can't handle them. I mean, obviously I can, but it's a struggle. I do try and work and make the decision. But the point being is that sometimes making creative decisions, like what project am I gonna make, what projects, what colors to pick, all that kind of stuff can really stress me out. Which is dumb because I love it, and it's not like it's not a bad thing to be. It's not like a bad stressed out. It's just like a wow. I just want to make the right decision for me, and I don't know what that is. And I have so many options, and I just want to do them all, but I have to pick one. But currently, like in this moment and pretty much all today, it's been a very wonderful Monday. I hope you've had a wonderful Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day it is. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I've just been very like, yes, we will make those decisions. It's been a very healthy 9-day. And the idea of making those crafty decisions of what I will bring with me to Thanksgiving is very exciting to me right now. And I'm like, yes, I will make these decisions. And part of me is kind of like, do I need to seize this moment and plan all of this right now while I'm feeling confident? Or do I wait? Because obviously Thanksgiving isn't for a while, and I mean 2 weeks, but still, I don't know. It is what it is. But either way, it's fun things to think about. I'm so excited. I'm also very excited to see my parents and my family and my parents' new pets. And I get to wear my sweater, hopefully, and I will have my mystery knit along done, because it's almost done. And it's just very exciting. Who is this by? This is by Anne Vensel. This is the diamond jumper, like I have said. I'm knitting it out of Cascade Eco Wool in the color taupe. And I love it dearly, and I'm just so excited, and I need to try it on again. It's just always needing to try it on. Just to double check, and also to make sure that when I'm measuring it, I'm not like stretching it to make it seem like I have longer length than I actually do, because I was doing that for a little bit, and then I tried it on, and I was like, oh, I'm not as far as I thought I was. But that's okay. I'm glad I tried it on because I want to get it right, and I'm really enjoying knitting on this at this point. It's not that I wasn't, but the cable pattern is, I don't need to look at the chart anymore. It's very straightforward. It's definitely not a beginning sweater pattern. It's definitely for a intermediate advanced sweater knitter, but it is a beautiful sweater, obviously, and I want to make many more of her patterns. They are just gorgeous. And I don't think I've knit anything with a turtleneck quite like this before, so I am excited. It's a new thing for me. And yeah, I'm just loving all of us. I have all my various progress keepers. We have Hand Stitch Life, who's like coming out with her Christmas collection sometime soon, and I might need to get some. They are so cute. She posted a preview picture last week sometime. I have a Little Bitty Delights, and then I have this little cat face that a friend from the yarn shop gave to me as a little gift, and it was very sweet, and I love it. And now I can move all of them. We'll move the pizza because I know the pizza has been on here the longest. Because it is true love. Because that's what the pizza says. It says, true love. Because it is. It just is. Hi, my name is Grace, and I could eat pizza for every meal. I love it. No shame. It's really, truly my favorite food. So this is a massive project. This is my second one. I think I may have a third one. I'm pretty sure I do. So this will probably, I'm getting ready to sneeze. This will probably get me to the end of the body and probably into a little bit of the first sleeve. Which is good, because then I'll have a little bit left over that can go into other things. Do I need to sneeze? I don't know. What does my body want me to do? I don't know! The struggles. It doesn't really fit in this bag either, but it's been in this bag for so long, and I haven't put the effort to go find a bigger bag. So we're just making do with this bag, and it works. You do what you gotta do. So my scarf. Let's talk about my scarf now that we're not mid-thought and I can remember. This scarf is just a regular rib. It is just a 1x1 rib. I honestly don't even know how many cast on, but it is striped. Obviously it is striped. It is 2 different colors of Noro Silk Garden, and it is one of my most favorite things. I made this in college, and for some reason this is one of those patterns or one of the projects. I love this section right here. Like, it's kind of hard to see, but the background, the lighter color is just so beautiful. It was the things that were going on in my life while I was knitting this are just like I just remember them very well. I also remember working on this, and it was super fun. So mindless. So much fun. And that's just like a really fun way to play around with color. Obviously, because Noro is just like the best when it comes to color. And yeah, you just take 2 of them and stripe them, and you don't have to do a rib scarf necessarily. You can do whatever you want. And it's just gonna be something beautiful, because it is art, it is a craft, it is something that you can create and therefore is beautiful. And I think it's time for a coffee break, so let us take a little coffee break, shall we? Also, I just finished my pumpkin spice latte creamer, the most recent one that I had, and I got the first like Christmas holiday creamer, and I'm so excited. So it's not in this latte, but it will be in my next one, and I cannot wait. I am so excited. It's the frosted sugar cookie. It's got elf on the front, and that's not why I got it, but I got this one, the flavor, not because it has elf on the front. I had this last year as well, and it's just so good. Very excited. I'm just really excited. Maybe it's just today's been a good day, but like there are just so many things like that are coming into my life, the world, I don't know. There are just so many small things like that are around me and my husband currently, and it's just like, you know what? We could be happy about this. We can be happy about this. This is very exciting. The holidays are coming. We're going to see family. We get to travel. We get to go see the mountains. The mountains. I'm so excited. What do we talk about next? So I have a new cast on. I have my mystery knit along, and I have my Vertices Unite. Let's talk about my Vertices Unite, which is too far away, so I'm going to use my foot to bring it closer to me. So I made quite a bit of progress. Like, this has probably got one of the more bits of progress on it. And I'm so much loving how this is turning out. Oh man, this is gonna sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but like, this was a good decision. I'm glad that I decided to do this. This was a very good choice on my part. I am just so over the moon. So, yes, this is a different color, and I'm about to show you my progress, and it is very extensive, and I like to sing a lot. So last time you saw me, I was not even done with the first section, and I'm now on section 3. So, oh my goodness, can we even? So I'm currently working on this little dark purpley section right now. So it looks super wonky, but I am just, my goodness. I love this so much. I'm using mini skeins from the Mandalorian mini skein set from Cassie of Big Sky Yarn Company. And there were 8 mini skeins, and they are all Mandalorian themed. It was also in collaboration with Manda of Little Bitty Delights, and that was where I got my little Yoda sparkly donut progress keeper. I could go into the colorway names. I honestly do not remember, or I actually do have them written down in ways that what am I trying to say? I knew that if the ball band, for whatever reason, was separated from the mini skein itself, there was no way for me to necessarily remember or know enough about the Mandalorian to associate with that color, except for Grogu, which is the baby Yoda, because it was green. This is not supposed to be an example of my love or appreciation for Star Wars or the Mandalorian. I just don't know that much about it, enough about it to associate these colors with it. So that being said, I wrote it down. And so I was like, the peachy color is whatever, blah, blah, blah. And all that kind of stuff. So I have a list of all 8 mini skeins, and I don't have that list with me. But that is okay. This is not the last time you will see this, obviously. But I'm so happy with how this turned out. I was very, like, I wasn't sure what to do. I also did run out of my 2 colors, so I ended with this little bit, and I think it goes together so nicely. I can't wait to knit with that one. I had not knit with that one yet, other than that little bit. But before I added the dark purple, it was really fun because I was working on it at some point, and Sam saw me working on it, and I was like, this is the Mandalorian colors, what do you think? And he was like, I love it, and that's so cool because these two sections reminded him of Ahsoka. I think that's her name. I think I'm saying correctly, but it's the lady who's, I think she's orange, and she's got these, like, this big headdress. I don't know if it's a headdress or if it's like part of who she is. And she's got 2 lightsabers, and she's super cool. And is she orange or is she green? Oh, that's my bad. Oh no, she's orange. She's orange. But maybe she has like a green outfit that she wears. I honestly don't know, but these colors, when he said that, I was like, oh, you're right, that's so cool, I love that. And then I'm adding this dark purple in. So this section that I'm currently working on is one of the bigger sections besides this green striped one. And I remembered that when I made my first Vertices Unite, that was where I based my colors around. I knew that this one section was going to be the biggest, and I wanted to put the color that I loved the most in that section. So I went a similar route here as well, and I put this dark purple was my favorite color out of all 8 of them. So I'm so excited to see how it continues to knit up. It's just been such a fun thing to knit. It has been such a joyful thing to knit, and it's just so calming. I love this so much. I am making the small version. There's a large version and a small version by Stephen West, if I didn't say that. I cannot speak highly enough about this pattern. It is just so good. So good. If you have not made a Stephen West pattern, I would highly recommend the Vertices Unite as one of your beginning ones. I know it looks daunting. It's not. It's all garter stitch, and he has it laid out so plainly and so clearly, and it's like, wow, how in the world did you come up with this? So that it is in such a way that it is so easy. You don't have to think about it, really. and it's so wonderful. So there are lots of other really amazing ones as well, but I would definitely recommend Vertices Unite being a first Stephen West project if you are looking for one. I am working on this one section for quite a while, and I'm not sure what comes next. We can look and see the name of this one because I do have the ball band. This is Moff Gideon. Ooh, Sam explained who that was. I do know it's a person. That's something. I know it's not a place. I'm pretty sure that may be the Mandalorian himself, in which case that's pretty important to know. I'm pretty sure it's the Mandalorian. I could be wrong. Please don't come after me. It's not that I do care. It's not that I don't care. It's just that I have a hard time remembering. There's just a lot of it, and I have a great appreciation for it. It's just that I can't remember a lot of it. So, yes. I'm loving it. It is just so nice. It's my treat project, one of my treat projects, because I've got a new one too. I just really love it, and I like keeping it in this little bag. I would really love for it to be able to fit in this bag for the entirety of this project. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's really nice keeping it in this little guy because it's just so simple, and I love the pom-pom, and it's just really nice. And I have the rest of the mini skeins in a different project bag. A Christmas holiday themed project bag, which is very nice. So, setting the mood for the upcoming seasons, and I'm very excited. Yes, I've been listening to Christmas music, and no, I'm not ashamed. I do not care. It brings me joy. That Monday, like, when I had my migraine, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I do not care. I need some joy. And I will also say that I completely understand the argument of wanting to put it off until after Thanksgiving, because if you start listening to it now, then you kind of get tired of it by the time you get to Christmas or the end of December or whatever. And I totally agree with you. I completely understand that. But there's enough types of music out there that you don't have to listen to all of it at once. You can span it out. And so what I'm going to do this year is I've been listening to more like chill, indie, folk Christmas albums, like very chill, whatever, Christmas music. And so once we get into December, then I'll pull out the big guns. We'll have Pentatonics, mainly Pentatonics, the big one that I listen to, and a bunch of other ones. And like the stuff that I really, really like. Yes. Does any of that make sense? I'm just trying to enjoy the holiday music because I love it. So that is my plan. Anyway, let's move on to the mystery note along. By this point, all the finished objects have been shared, so, I mean, spoilers, but if you haven't seen it yet, wow, that's amazing. But I am going to show mine in all its glory. I am so close to being done with it, everyone. I am attached to a ball of yarn. So my yarns, let's go over that quickly. So we have Kitten by Madeline Tosh. We have Rusty Rock by Skein Yarns. We have Quinceañera by Suburban Stitcher. We have Saffron by Madeline Tosh. And then we also have Eggplant by Suburban Stitcher. And those are my yarns. And everyone, I am just in awe of this project. I've had such a fun time. I've taken my time. I've not stressed about it. I'm still wanting to get it done. Obviously, we're not prolonging things by any means, but I have not rushed. I've just done it as it's come. And here it is. Wow. 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 And I love the stripes on the bottom. I think they're super fun. That was not at all what I was expecting. Granted, I have no idea what I would have expected or what I was expecting, but it wasn't the stripes. And I really want to add fringe. I think that would be super fun, and I am just so excited. So this is the Mystery Knit Along, the Westnitz Mystery Knit Along shawlography for 2021. The time has come to an end, unfortunately, but all good things must come to an end, and we are already looking forward to next year, you know. So I have loved knitting on this. This has been such a wild ride and such a fun and exciting thing to make. It is such a masterpiece of everything. And I'm just so excited. I did try, once I got to the border, I did do all the fancy math and figured out that in order to get it done by today, I'd need to do 13 little stripes a day, and I didn't quite get that, obviously, because it's still on my needles, but I got so close. And I think I have 25 stripes left. So I am so close to being done. I'm so close to being done, and I am just, it's gonna come with me to Thanksgiving to Colorado, and the pictures, and I'm gonna add fringe, and it's just gonna be so amazing. I would also like to shout out, I don't usually watch a ton of other knitting videos just because I'm busy and I'm watching other stuff on YouTube. It's not because there's nothing that I don't enjoy. There's so much that I enjoy out there. It's just that I don't always have a lot of time. But I randomly turned on one of, I don't remember her name, but Nitty Natty on YouTube and on Instagram. She has a wonderful channel, and it's just really fun to watch. She has very beautiful projects, but she had the idea when she was working on her border as well that instead of continuing to knit with the full like circular needle, to take off one of the tips of the end and put a stopper, and then use a whole separate other needle to do the knitting. So then you're not constantly having to deal with the bulk of the entire shawl while knitting the border. And I was like, what? That is a brilliant idea. That is a brilliant, brilliant idea. So that is her idea, and it has been such a lifesaver. It just made the whole process much more pleasant, and I have enjoyed it greatly. So I would highly recommend you checking out her channel and her Instagram. She always has really fun tidbits of that, or information like that that's just like, oh, that's a good idea. I should do that. I should implement that in my habits and my informational knitting tools stored away in my brain. And I think that would apply to really any edging that you're doing, I think. For a shawl, anyway. Maybe not for other things, but I mean, you can make it work. So that has been a huge, huge lifesaver, and clearly I am almost done. Like I said, I have about 25 more squares left. Oh my goodness, and it will be done. 2021's Mystery Knit Along will be done, and I can't wait for it to be done, but I'm also like, oh, it has come to a close. The year is now over in regards to that, but that's okay. That's okay. There's lots of other things to knit, right? there's a lot of other things to knit right now. And there's also his whole hybrid knitting knit along that's gonna go on, and that's really exciting. I don't think I will be participating in that, but who's not to say that I'm gonna do another Stephen West pattern for one of my advent calendars. Ooh, I need to put this in here because I think that's what I'm gonna do, but I don't know. We will have to see. We will have to see. I'm very excited. Question is which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Where's that from? Do you know? So moving along very quickly, I see that I'm running out of space on my SD card, so we will go as long as we can, or if not, we may just have to stop and empty it and continue forward because I have last week's episode on this SD card. So everyone, I do have a new cast on. And this is one of the ones that we discussed in previous weeks, the colorwork pullover versus the cardigan. My mom and I were talking about this just like yesterday. Was it yesterday? Saturday? Recently. That we have a huge hole in our knitting wardrobe when it comes to cardigans. And we have a bunch of pullovers, and goodness gracious, I have so many pullovers, and I do have a few cardigans. Like, I just finished the Jensen cardigan, and I have some other cardigans that I love, but like, I could probably count them on one hand, or like 1.5 hands. And the pullovers, on the other hand, I would need more than my hands and my toes. So I went with my cardigan, the Cruiser cardigan by Skein Yarns, and I am using Patagonia Organic Merino from Juniper Moon. And I actually got this from Maker and Stitch, which is my mom's local yarn shop in Edwards, Colorado. And I, like I said, have knit 2.5 rows. And the only reason why it's 2.5 is because, or maybe 3.5 really, is because you do this and you immediately start into your short rows. And the construction on this is quite interesting, and I'm very excited to do this. It's like pretty straightforward. It's very easy. But there are a poop ton of short rows at the beginning, which is understandable. That's just how you create it. So that's why I'm in the middle of the row. But this is what I have so far. It's super woolly and squishy, and I love it so much. And it's all garter stitch, and I'm very excited. It is a DK weight pullover, or not pullover, cardigan. See, I've got pullovers on my mind. But I need more cardigans. It is, like I said, it's DK weight, so I think she used a fingering weight and a mohair, but obviously I have gone with the DK, just a regular DK. And I love this color. It's just such a good staple. It's got the slightest bit of heathering to it. I don't know if you can see, just a little bit, but it is beautiful. And I am loving working on it, and it's a very, like I said, it's all garter stitch. It's all very mindless. I did just cast that on, I don't remember what day that was, but obviously I haven't worked a ton on it, and that's okay, because I was working on other things and I've been busy, you know? I've been busy. So, that is all that I have this week. But we've had a wonderful chat. I'm so glad to be able to chat to you again. I enjoyed the week off. Obviously, the holidays are coming, Thanksgiving is coming, and so I will be taking more time off then, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm getting new glasses, and I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so there are changes coming. I'm very excited. I haven't had new glasses in a long time. And I'm very, 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 very excited. That was another thing that I did with confidence very randomly. And part of me, as I was doing it, I was starting to get a little hesitant of like, wow, this is a big decision. I need to like think about it more. And I was like, no, you know what you want. Just do it. And I did, and I'm very excited. So I can't wait to see what they look like when they arrive, because I got them from Zini. No, yeah, Zini. Zini Optical? I don't know. It's a website. So, and I've heard nothing but good things, that I have some friends that both have their glasses from there, and they've lasted well, and they're high quality and a good price. So, can't go wrong. But that is all the knitting stuff that I have for this week. I have laundry that I need to go fold, so I should probably go and do that. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I have loved having this conversation, and I hope you have enjoyed it as well, whether you were knitting or crafting, crocheting, whatever you were doing, enjoying a tasty treat. You were getting your to-do list done, whatever you were doing, I hope that you still had some fun. I know I did. I have all the various social medias, the website or the blog, and also yarn store information. All of that will be all the places, but if you have any questions or if I happen to forget to put things places, then please feel free to send me a message, because, I mean, I also love chatting, so please say hi if you want. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and you continue to have a wonderful week. If you have crafty plans, I hope that they are successful. I have crafty plans. I will finish the body of the diamond jumper and get started on my sleeve. I will finish my mystery knit along, because I've got 25 squares and I can do that so easily. What else? I will continue to make progress on my Vertices Unite and the pink Fizz, and I will also work on my cruiser cardigan, because I love it. And it's just such a squishy yarn to work with, and it's on a big gauge, and it's just like, oh, this is so nice. I love this. It's definitely a comforting thing, for sure, and I just love it so much. And then, everyone, we have advent calendars coming up. So, please let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. I know I would be interested in it, and so I just want to share that with you if you want. Whether you're doing an advent calendar or not, you can still use scraps, and it's still super fun. Pattern ideas and all that kind of stuff, and then I will discuss which advent calendars I've gotten and what I am thinking, because it's coming up. It is coming up, and I'm so excited. And I love to sing when I'm excited. It's good to be back, and it's good to not have a migraine today, because that's always a good thing. But I still have laundry to fold, so I will go and do that. But thank you so much for being you, for being here. You are wonderful. You are enough. I hope you have great success with whatever you have coming up this week for you. And with that, I will see you all next week. Bye.